Governor laid out a preliminary plan to begin slowly reopening our state. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is here to break down how it will all work. And I know, Matthew, many people were pretty excited to hear that May 20th is going to be the date that things begin.
Yeah, Dennis, this is the update that we have been waiting for since the quarantining began. The date for reopening, May 20th. But now we know what will reopen and what it will take to reopen. So let's get right to this right now. These are the businesses and industries that will reopen. I'm going to go through each of them. Restaurants with outdoor space will be allowed to reopen. No outdoor bars, though. The remaining non-essential stores, that's also reopening. Offices, but the state is advising to continue to work from home if possible. Hair and nail salons will also be back. So will museums, zoos, and additional outdoor recreations. We're also going to have university research programs open up. So again, this is what's getting the green light to reopen on May 20th, but ultimately it's going to be up to each business to decide if they want to reopen, but they are free to do so on the 20th. Now, the reopening is contingent on several things, so let's look at some of those. 14 straight days of declines in hospitalizations, right? Day 8, by the way. Increased testing also needs to be available. The contact tracing needs to be adequate. And there needs to be a good supply of protective gear. All of that, if all of that is in place by May 20th, that's the date for these businesses. But some of those employees, they're in a high-risk age range or might have an underlying condition. So we wanted to know if they'd be asked to go back to work. And this is what the governor said.
I think you're going to find a lot of self-policing. People over the age of 70, I will argue it's still unsafe for them to go out, even on May 20th, to some place where there's a group. Right now, the folks who are older are self-policing, and I think that's really important.
So coming up at 6, we're going to look closer at some of the industries and how much of the workforce could be coming back on the 20th. For now, live above the newsroom, Matthew Campbell, Channel 30 News. Okay.